Hey YouTube, I wanted to give my opinion or my thoughts on Thailand. Unlike anyone else's that's been on YouTube, most people do the same things about great food, great weather, blah blah blah. And I want to give you a different perspective on it. Maybe I'm a little more observant than most people. Maybe I'm a little more naive, but I can at least give you my opinion on what I think and what I saw of the place. So my first stop was Bangkok. It's a very large city, a lot to see and a lot to do. Anything you want to see. And I guess I was in a commercial area, it was a downtown area, and I walked by a little creek. And I was going there because I was walking to a 7-Eleven, which, if you've been there, 7-Eleven has everything you want: water, deodorant, toothpaste, it has everything. So it's like a go to shop. So I was getting water, and I was coming back, and I walked by a little creek. It was like a canal slash creek, and the water must have been about 8 inches deep. And I saw a bunch of it looked like chilids in it. If you know what a chilid is, it looks like a bluegill, small little fish. And there must have been 200 of them in the water in a small little area, maybe 20 feet by 6 feet wide. And they were all gasping for air. And that's sort of like, it kind of hit me like, it was a struggle to be a fish, to see them basically gasping to death, almost dying of lack of oxygen, and probably starving to death. They were all very small. And if I had to guess, malnutrition. And the reason I say malnutrition is because every time I saw any sort of cattle in Thailand, and I went a lot of different places, everything was very skinny. Everything was skinny. Nothing looked fat. Nothing looked well fed. Nothing like American cats, dogs, or cattle. It was quite the opposite. You saw bones sticking out of every animal that you saw. Nothing looked happy. The fattest cow I saw must have weighed, I don't know, maybe 300 pounds. Compared to our 1,000-pound cows, it's very, very different. Very humbling, you can say. I'm going to say that word a lot because that's the best word to describe the whole trip. And another thing I noticed a lot was the cuisine. Everyone said, oh, the food's great, it's fantastic, it's blah blah blah, it's the best thing in the world, all its award-winning awards all over the place. I think it was limited on what they had. Of course, the prices are great and they're cheap, they're not expensive compared to America, but they don't have a lot of spice in their food. Very limited on what they have. They have fish sauce and they have chili pepper. The chili peppers are Thai chilies, which are about 200,000 Scovilles. So not the hottest in America, but definitely hotter than what most people can handle. I did think they were good, but the problem is, I'm guessing 99% of the food is engulfed in vegetable oil. And that kind of like hurt my heart, seeing how indoctrinated they are on vegetable oil because it's cheap. And yes, I went to the grocery store, and the grocery store is about 99% vegetable oil on what they sell. Most people aren't going to buy olive oil. First of all, it's limited on what they have, and they don't promote it. There's no reason to promote it because it's expensive. No one wants it. No one can afford it. So that was one of my hesitations on possibly retiring in Thailand. I know most Americans are like, oh, it's great, blah blah blah, I love it, the food's great. Yeah, if you don't know what you're eating, I'm sure it is. It's really good. But I guess my palate is more elaborate than that, and I like tasting different flavors. I want to taste garlic in my food. I want to taste onion in my food. I want to taste, I don't know, carrots in my food. Just different things. They don't really have that. They really don't. Which, like I said, it makes you very humbled and grateful for what you have in America. Basically, I can get any flavor I want in America within 5 miles, or shipped to my house. They have other things that ship to their house, but nothing like Amazon. They don't really have that. And after going through a bunch of downtown areas or side streets or residential areas, seeing that the average family doesn't have doors in their house. The average family sits on plastic furniture that's made for a 6 year old. Yeah, like a 6 year old. Probably about this high on the chairs. The tables are about this high. They live a lot different, a lot more simple. A lot of people don't have air conditioning. A lot of people eat what we normally wouldn't eat, I guess you could say. Like, they have a fish over there that looks like a catfish, but it has a tapered body, and that's like kind of one of the staples, I guess, sort of like tilapia. Tilapia is really popular over there, and chickens. But the thing that they don't have or they lack of that is we have is cows. Like I said, their cows are malnutritioned and skinny. So they do not taste like cows that we have. Completely different. And one thing I thought about, maybe their animals have less vaccines in their body. That's why they taste different. I'm not accustomed to it. Maybe they're skinnier. Maybe they're more gamey. I don't know. But if I had to guess, I'd guess their chicken is healthier because they're not pumping it full of hormones. If our average chicken in America weighs 5